Hi, good evening.
Yeah.
Here we are yet again from Family Affairs. Welcome everybody who's watching us. Today we have with us Dr. Deepankar Das of Physio. He is one of the most amazing human beings I have come across personally. He's an author, he's a heart and lung specialist. He is writing so many books and is helping thousands of workplaces to help correct their postures. And today we have him here to talk on ergonomics and his core profession. So welcome, doctor. Welcome to our show. Thank you so much for taking our time. I
Thank you.
wanted to, start with a short intro. And how did you get into this line? It is so, it's such a noble, profession to help people. And please, let's start. Let's start with what you are and how do you, got about to doing this.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. So basically, so I'm professionally, I'm a physio and did my master's from IP University, Delhi, and did my bachelor's from Maharashtra in near Shirdi. So earlier, I was thinking, taking. Um so that this profession was new to me. कुछ पता ही नहीं था कि this is this kind of profession is also exist. बिकॉज उस टाइम आया नहीं था आई एम टॉकिंग बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम की बात नहीं कर रहा है इट्स ऑल अबाउट 2004 राइट सो आई वॉज वेरी मच क्लियर कि आई विल नॉट डू डेंटिस्ट बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट माई कप ऑफ टी बिकॉज बहुत प्रिसीजन वाला काम होता है दैट इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी माई काइंड ऑफ पर्सनैलिटी so and there are some areas, some colleges, they were offering mbbs but free, or that too, but very very far from my place. So those were building, and some colleges were offering asking for donations and all that. So I was not
Yeah.
willing to give the donation. So that's how I've come across with this physio, and then luckily my rank was in the top 5, so that's how I got it into this. So till now I'm proud to be in this profession. I love this.
Climbing higher and higher and higher from being a physiotherapist to an author to taking workshops to teaching. So many things you are doing, and I think it's really commendable. Doctor, let's start by asking about a few things about being cocooned at home. During the pandemic, we've all been inside. So how
Hmm.
do we use your expertise to help us with certain detailed questions? So first of all, I'd like to ask you with what are the problems faced by children while taking online classes, according to you?
So there are a couple of problems, especially, if we start from top to bottom, one is this is eyes, right? Because of the obvious reasons, screen time बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गया, and that's how kids are facing dry eyes, itchy eyes, right? Headache, migraine, and then neck issues, right? Other problems, apart from eyes and all these problems, neck issues where they tend to bend forward on maybe on the smartphones or maybe on the laptops. So there is, because of several challenges, because if let's suppose if a family of 4 and all are working, two kids are studying and two parents are working, because of less space, they don't have the right, they don't have the right
Please,
ergonomic
yeah.
furniture spaces. Because of space crunch, वो 4 chair और 4 tables नहीं रख सकते, right? So that is also one of the major concern, right?
Yeah.
And considering this, that's how kids or even adults are having this lower back pain, or maybe the neck pain and sciatica, and then calf and tennis elbow. The reason why, because किसी एक, for example, if family of 4, if they have 2 chairs or 2 workstations, so rest of them might be using their beds or maybe dining table, कोई kitchen में, कोई ऐसे.
So
So
far, yeah, I've seen, yeah,
so
all over the place.
maximum people are using their beds, so which is dangerous
My
for the
God,
lower
which is
back
very
pain. And
dangerous. Yeah,
yeah, because every bed has a, nowadays every bed has a 90-degree wala support, right? Right.
yeah, at the back, yeah, headstand.
So in any case, whatever you can do, you can't make your spine comfortable in that particular beds. So if you can go, if you can see my bed, so this is 90 degrees, but uske aage ek thoda sa platform hai, and then platform start with
Yeah.
the recline, am I right? Jisme
Okay, so it can be reclined. Yeah.
yeah, I can recline, I can, and that space I can use for my neck support. So that's how
Okay.
I figured out this.
Design.
Because I know,
Wow. So we
So
have a
these
new
are the
design
challenges
of
that
bed
people
also coming up soon.
have.
Sorry.
So everything is ergonomically designed.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
my next question was, how are we going to use smartphones without hurting the neck? Because we are always, on the phones, and I think also,
smartphones.
yeah, how do
Uh,
we use our phones without hurting our neck?
See, so the basic two rules I can tell you to your viewers is always remember of two rules, which is neck has to be straight as much as possible. Whatever you are doing, whatever your gadget may be, maybe a Kindle or maybe tablet or maybe smartphone or laptops, it has to be at your eye level, and your both the arms has to be relaxed, closer to your body, right? So the moment this hand goes away from the body, let's say SA or maybe SA, so that's how this all the strain comes to your shoulders, and it will end up to your it will lead to your headache and these cervical spondylitis and shoulders strain or neck stiffness. So these are the two rules first. Okay. And especially for smartphones, I would suggest there are a couple of stands available, something like this. So agar aap, I mean,
Okay.
this is for the smartphones. This is at this particular angle, it's roughly 80 degrees, and this is for 45 degrees. This or this you can put it as a, yeah. So there are n number of platforms. So this comes from as low as 10 rupees se lekar, I mean, you will get it 150 rupees. And I must say everyone should have this. होता क्या है कि for example, if they are taking online classes, if they are taking, let's say, if they are doing a meeting, I mean 5 minutes or quick video conferencing कुछ भी, so they are holding their phone like this, उसकी वजह
Yeah.
से shoulder में strain आना start हो जाता है,
Or they hold it like this, they're
or
always
maybe
bending
hold
down.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
So 99% people hold like this only, right?
Yeah.
So while taking online classes or maybe on videos, especially for longer duration, अगर आप कुछ कर रहे हो तो स्मार्टफोन को एक स्टैंड पे रखो and make sure you are comfortable, your neck and back is comfortable, right? And you are
Okay.
not bending your neck while seeing
Okay.
that the screen. So this is the
Yeah.
best way you can do. Yeah.
Wow. So basically, don't use your hands. Always use a stand, and always it should be at eye level. So
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
are the things we need to keep in mind.
But definitely,
Doc-
smartphone is a very, very long topic, I must say. It will take 5 to 6 hours of actually the training of this. People take
Maybe
it.
we can have a detailed session with you, for our viewers. We can actually, log in Zoom and, have a detailed session because I think gonna help everybody. And especially, I'm sure you're doing the same thing with all the corporates where you go because this would
Yeah,
be one
yeah.
of the basic modules. Doctor, what was the best chair available in the market, especially for both kids and adults? Because, as you said, we are sitting on beds and we don't have a proper workstation. So, in case if we have to invest in one piece of furniture, I guess it will be a chair. So, what kind of chair will you recommend for us?
See, so this is one of the most trending topic, or I don't know how many people have, I mean, asked me this so many times for the last 1 year. So, one is the ergonomic ergonomic chair has to be as comfortable as. So there are a couple of features you should be looking out before buying a chairs, right? One is जब आप everybody will be working from home, and everybody should have this. First is the neck support, right? Because I mean neck support is only for the resting. If I am resting like this, I can use my this neck support for the resting purpose, right? Second is second feature you should look for, the armrest has to be adjustable, so you can increase and decrease height. Because the reason why I'm saying the more adjustable features you should look for in any given chair is, let's suppose if you are working, so you can adjust according to your height. If your kid is working, I mean studying, so वो अपनी height के हिसाब से adjust कर लेगा. अगर
Okay.
ये एक ही जैसे अगर एक एडल्ट के हिसाब से अगर एडजस्टेबल अगर फिक्स होगा, तो इट्स डिफिकल्ट फॉर अदर पीपल, अदर जो लो हाइट के हैं या कोई मोटे हैं कोई छोटे हैं. सो एज वन साइज वन चेयर डजंट फिट फॉर ऑल, सो दैट्स हाउ यू शुड टेक अ मोस्ट एडजस्टेबल
Flexible.
फीचर्स वाली चेयर्स, राइट?
Okay.
बाकी सारी मोस्टली चीजें सब में सेम आती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये लोअर बैक सपोर्ट,
The spine support.
हाँ लोअर बैक सपोर्ट सब में आता है, बट you have to be very, very careful before choosing the right support. It looks like it will give you a support, but sometimes it doesn't.
It can be deceptive. So you need to actually sit and see whether you can actually
Exactly.
feel
So
the
I
support
always
is
say
going
कि
to.
visit to nearby stores, and अगर आपके पास कोई reference है, for example, if I'm
Yeah.
using this chair और ये Amazon पे है, so
Okay.
then I can tell you कि आप Amazon से ले लो, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
still, might be this chair might not be comfortable for you,
Okay.
right? So that's how I'm saying कि अगर reference है तो फिर भी आप still you can try, but first preference is be offline जाके spend some time for that in that particular store, और
Stop,
वहाँ पे
yeah.
आप देखो कि कौन सी आपको चूज कौन सी सपोर्ट कर रही है. And most important, जिस पे आप सीट पे बैठते हो, so that seat has to be high density foam, और
Okay.
that seat is उसका सीट पैन वेट भी बहुत ज्यादा छोटा नहीं होना चाहिए, because it might hurt your back of your knees while sitting, right?
Okay.
So that support has to be a waterfall edge, otherwise it will definitely hurt your back of your knees. So other than all your aesthetics, or I mean, many features are there, like five caster, which is stability and all those, but
What
zyadatar
about
dhyan
wheels?
is.
Because there are a lot of chairs which have wheels, which we have at the workplace. So you recommend buying a chair with a wheel or without a wheel?
No, with the wheel, yeah.
Okay. So that
So
actually
maximum
completes the
chairs
whole
comes
look
with the
for.
wheel. Yeah, yeah. Maximum chairs comes with a wheel. Unlike those high chairs, like lounge chairs or maybe a bar chairs, वो वाली wheels वाली नहीं होती. But these comes with the wheels.
Approximate price range, which I know
So
because there'll be so many brands in the market. So, approximate itna paisa lagega to get a nice chair as desired and as required.
Uh, so most of the people ask me कि sir अच्छी chair चाहिए. मैंने कहा what is your budget? I mean that, because chair starts from 5 to goes to 5 lakhs also. So
Wow.
what do you think, as in what has to be the right thing? So कहते हैं कि नहीं ठीक है, 7-8 में. मैंने कहा 7-8 में you can't get an ergonomic chair also, definitely. But
Okay.
yes, you should, because see, there are three things we should invest in our life, especially, which is one, mattress, जिसमें हम सबसे ज्यादा 8 घंटे बैठते हैं. सेकंड इज द चेयर्स, सबसे
Okay.
ज्यादा हम उस पे बैठते हैं. So हम उसमें
Aajkal, yeah. Yeah.
unfortunately we don't spend on these neither on the mattress, neither on the chairs,
Yeah. I
right?
think वो होता है ना, we always feel अच्छा ये तो ऐसे ही है, ये तो रोजमर्रा का, so let's do that. But I think it's really
नहीं,
important to
रोजमर्रा का नहीं है,
maintain your
basically.
posture.
नहीं, what I feel, I think the people don't buy the things which is not visible to others. अब आपको कैसे पता कि मैं कौन सी चेयर पे, कितने की महंगी चेयर पे? फॉर
Yeah.
एग्जाम्पल, अगर वो दिखता होता तो डेफिनेटली थोड़ा सा शो ऑफ होता कि यार नाउ आई एम यूजिंग आईफोन, आई हैव दिस मर्सिडीज एंड ऑल दैट.
So,
सो दैट्स
Doctor,
हाउ.
we have a new quest to raise awareness. I think it all depends on the awareness level. We are not aware
Exactly.
that, these things are important and this is very important in the long run. Like they say, prevention is better than cure. So, it's
Hmm.
rather, make that step right now, make that investment right now so that you prevent yourself from getting all kind of ooh, ah, ouch,
Yeah, but
situations in the
answering,
future.
yeah, but answering your question, that can be the good chair you'll get between 9 to 15,000. That would be that will work fine for your.
Doctor, we'll
Certain.
request you to leave one or two links after the show for our
Sure, sure.
viewers so that we can choose the right, because you have the, models handy.
Yeah.
So the next question which I want to ask you is about, stretching. We've heard a lot about stretching. We do yoga and then there are a lot of stretching exercises. So does stretching really help prevent back pain and neck pain?
So people underestimate the importance of stretching exercises, which is and stretching is the only way out of preventing these lifestyle disorders, be it neck pain or back pain. Because when we sit or when we be in one posture for long period of time, so we tend to we tend to reduce our lower blood flow, and stretching is the only way out that can increase your blood flow, right? So if someone does 2 to 3 times, maximum 3 times a day exercises, stretching exercises, uh, definitely the chances are higher कि उनको कोई भी lifestyle disorders नहीं होंगे, lower back pain,
Okay.
neck pain, and that has to be right way to do these exercises, right? That is also very important. Stretching ko, I mean, no
Don't take
matter
it
what,
lightly.
no matter what, I mean, whatever you are doing, any exercises in the morning, let's suppose yoga, pranayam, Zumba, or any high intensity exercise, still you have to do stretching exercises between your working hours. So that will not compensate your the sitting hours. So
Oh.
stretching बहुत जरूरी है. Yeah.
Can you show us one or two very simple exercises while we are home? Do it.
Yes. So stretching में सबसे ज़्यादा one is for the neck is compromised, right? So what you can do is simple. Yeah. So one is you can do this neck sideways, left and right. ठीक है. Other thing is you simple. I mean, सबसे ज़्यादा neck ये वाली neck strain होता है because of
Yeah.
sitting, right? So what you can do is hold your neck like this and bring to your opposite leg, opposite shoulders. Bring your right ear to your right shoulders closer. You will feel the stretch on your opposite side.
Okay. As much as you can bend.
Yeah, comfortably, and that has to. But the point, important point is you have to hold it for 10 to 15 counts, 10 to 15 seconds. Now again, repeat for 10 to 15 counts, and uh, so this is one set. Now this you have to repeat for 3 to 5 times,
Okay.
right?
And what about I've seen people using Volini and other shoulder packs and heat packs. So do they help also along with the
Yeah,
exercises?
definitely, definitely.
Stretching?
But कब क्या लगाना है वो important है.
So
So
always
again,
consult. Don't do anything on your own.
because I mean, if I compare hot packs to cold pack is much safer than hot packs, right?
Okay.
So again, it's a I mean big topic. But
Yeah.
yes, when to apply hot packs, when to apply cold packs, that is again very important, right? So whenever there is a swelling, let's suppose, but यहाँ हमेशा अगर हम यहाँ पे अगर for example, if I we are talking about work from home problems, so definitely यहाँ पे stiffness वगैरह होगा, right?
Yeah.
जब stiffness ज़्यादा होगा तो ये you can safely you can apply hot packs. But sometimes people have headache, people have eyeball pain, people have dizziness. So the simple solution which sometimes uh, to some patients, depending upon their after they assessing the patient, so only one ice cube before sleeping on the head of back of the neck will do the
Oh,
wonders.
wow. Really?
Yeah.
So
So that
now we
depends
were talking about heating. Now we're talking about cold. So it depends on in every
depends on
situation is a different.
situation to situation. Yeah, yeah.
So basically, can I use it like at night before sleeping? I put ice on the
Yeah,
back
yeah,
of
yeah.
my.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Back
that
of
will.
yeah, exactly.
And what do we do to improve our postures? Like, how do we improve our postures?
uh, number very very important. Number one is first is be aware of your postures. So now just tell me, I mean, are you aware of your postures, how you are sitting and how you are I mean using your this platform, I mean StreamYard, or
Yeah,
maybe
because I'm trained.
है ना? Now I know.
I'm highly trained. So my hands are on the table, my neck
uh,
is straight, I'm not bending, I have a laptop stand, and
hmm.
my back is straight because I've suffered. So,
So
I take this and I.
it's actually a journey of I mean improving this posture on a regular basis. It won't come into so, but first you have to be aware of your postures.
We lost the doctor for a few seconds. So I think
Now,
everyone who's watching, let's see. I hope you are maintaining your posture. Please see how you are sitting. Now we'll come back to doctor.
so it's not about ki sitting straight is right or slouching
Okay.
is bad or if hunching is bad. Definitely hunching is bad. But ऐसा नहीं है कि the moment I do this bending or moment I hunch, मेरे को problem start हो जाएगी. So it's nothing like that. It's about how long you are maintaining in that particular bad posture. So that is important. So
Okay.
हमेशा just be aware of your postures. Let's suppose if you're driving, so make sure you are driving I mean correctly. I mean you are not hunched. आपका forward head नहीं आ रहा. So you if you are aware, half of the battle is won, right?
Okay.
फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू आर वॉचिंग टीवी, सो ज्यादातर लोगों को हैबिट है, अगर इफ दे आर वॉचिंग टीवी, सो उनका जो हेड है बहुत आगे चला जाता है ऐसे देखते
Okay.
देखते, सो यू नेवर नो कि कब आपका हेड बहुत ज्यादा आगे चला, सो दैट ब्रिंग्स लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर ऑन द बैक ऑफ योर नेक.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying ki, very very important is start learning, start implementing the awareness of your postures, whether you are sitting, gymming, or watching, running, or walking, or anything.
Okay.
So then, I mean, then you will be aware of this, where I'm getting wrong, how I'm getting. Let's suppose if you get up from the bed and you end up having this lower back pain.
Okay.
So if you are aware कि बेल बजते ही मेरे को उठना नहीं है all of a sudden, right? So then तो you can save your back. Otherwise, maximum तो लोग क्या करते हैं, बेल बजा या कुछ भी हुआ, automatically they suddenly get up from the bed straight away, like
Okay.
as if they are sandwiching their body, right? And that's how the pressure creates to the lower back, and then this happens, slip disc and sciatica problems happens. So that's why I'm saying, putting more stress, more time on this. If you are aware of your postures every time, so then only you can easily take care of your postures.
Of course.
Then
I think
things
that's
later
really
happen.
important.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's also about consultations. Once you actually meet a
Mm,
professional like you, who will, because every person has a different kind of a problem. Not two
exactly.
people are,
Mm,
same. So I think, getting into a consultation, taking advice, and then learning, and also the exercises which you will prescribe as per the current patient will really
yeah.
help. And also, I think, but these are the checkpoints which we keep in mind. Ergonomics,
Exactly.
our chairs, our environment, the kind of postures we are maintaining. Doctor, we have a question from one of our viewers that they are spending a lot of time on the screen and their eyes start burning. So how do we tackle this problem? Like something for the eyes?
Okay. So one is the brightness should not be very high, right? Screen time. Start calculating your screen time. In
Okay,
it means, for example, if you have an online class for 5 hours, and
okay,
after that you are on phone for 2 hours, 5 plus 2 7, and then after that you are watching videos or maybe on the YouTube or on the TV. So for another 1 hour, so that brings 8 hours. सो
okay,
ऐसे ऐसे यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट. फिर आप सोने से पहले लेट्स सपोज थोड़ी देर आप किंडल में बुक पढ़ रहे हो, सो दैट इज ऑल्सो अगेन इट्स आई मीन आई वुड कॉल इट एज ए स्क्रीन टाइम, बट येस दैट शुडंट बी, बिकॉज उसका जो रेजोल्यूशन है दैट इज आई फ्रेंडली. बट जितने भी आपके गैजेट्स हैं, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गैजेट्स, स्टार्ट कैलकुलेटिंग योर स्क्रीन टाइम फर्स्ट. सेकेंड इज
okay.
how you can reduce this screen time. For example, after having online class, just take rest, wash your eyes, take some put a drop bit, after that class, right? Do some
Eye
exercises,
drops.
eye strengthening exercises that can help before heading to another screen, which is your smartphones, right? Because
Yeah,
smartphone and laptops, smartphones are more dangerous than laptops in any of the
yeah,
situation, right?
yeah.
सो मैंने देखा है काफियों को आजकल तो वैसे भी ऑटोमेटिक स्क्रीन आ गया. द मोमेंट यू गो टू द आउटसाइड सनलाइट में, ऑटोमेटिकली वो स्क्रीन शूट अप हो जाता है, बहुत ब्राइट हो जाता है, राइट? एंड ऑन एंड ज्यादातर लोगों को हैबिट है कि जो स्क्रीन है वो बहुत ज्यादा ब्राइट करके रखते हैं, सो दैट्स
Me.
ऑल्सो
Yeah,
क्रिएट्स
that's
लॉट
my
ऑफ
perennial
प्रेशर.
problem.
So that should not be there. So that's why I'm saying you have to be aware of your surroundings, कि where you are getting, I mean छोटी छोटी गलतियां, ठीक है?
Okay.
Then after calculating, just see how you can reduce. For example, some 90% लोगों को habit है to watch the videos, web series on the smartphones. It's
Yeah,
better to use your laptop and TV,
yeah,
right?
yeah, TV or laptop.
Right.
Even laptop, I feel is not good. TVs at least you maintain a certain distance, and also the
Yeah,
picture is, you know.
exactly. And using any, let's suppose if you are using laptops, my is desktop, right? And so there is ideal distance of between laptop and screen and your eye level, which is your arm's length. जितना आपका arm's length है, automatically it will give you 20 to 22 inches, which is the ideal distance between your
Okay,
eyes to the screen level.
okay.
And make sure you are not using your smartphone when in the dark, especially while
While at
before
night sleep.
बिफोर स्लीपिंग, वो सबसे ज्यादा लोग करते हैं. So I think you got some point, Mr. Saba.
Yeah, she's asking,
Saba.
Sabah, she's
Sorry.
asking,
Yeah.
what is the right way of getting up from bed in the morning?
So she's also, I mean, answering the one question. When I use screen for long hours, my eye starts burning. See,
Yeah, so
that's
she's
the
answering herself. Yeah.
so don't do this. I mean, you are actually harming your body.
You know,
So
what I have done to reduce my screen time? I've got an AirPod. So, by default, I don't have the phone in my hand. So it's
yeah.
always at the charging station. So at least some reduction, at least if not, at least it starts with
Hmm.
10%. Because once you're on the phone, your phone is in your hand. Even if you're talking, you're scrolling because we're so
Yeah.
used to now being on a screen. So after coming back to her question again, what is the
Yeah.
right
What
way
is
of
the right
getting
way?
out of bed in the morning?
Whatever way you are sleeping sideways on your stomach or on your back, so always turn to your either of the side, right? Always get up sideways, turn sideways,
पहले
entire
मतलब
body.
करवट ले लो मतलब you take
करवट
your
लेना है, I
करवट.
mean करवट भी वो भी your neck also has to be supported. I mean
Okay.
just imagine this. I mean this is the neck. ये स्पाइनल कॉर्ड नीचे जा रहा है, पूरा का पूरा टर्न आपको पूरी बॉडी करनी है. देन योर लेग्स हैज टू बी डाउन एंड जो भी
Leg
आपका
first.
हाथ ऊपर रहेगा, एंड विद दैट पर्टिकुलर हैंड यू हैव टू पुश योर बॉडी, राइट?
Okay.
So in this situation you are putting zero pressure on your spine, so that is the right way. And
Okay.
that has to be a very, I mean, slow process. So
Not
you
with
should
a
not
jerk.
do suddenly, right? So this, if you practice this, trust me, have majority of the problem will be solved of any spine related, if you
Okay.
practice only this.
Okay, doctor, one last question, which somebody had texted me earlier, that now carpal tunnel syndrome is very rampant. People are using the smartphones and the mouse and laptops, so their hands are getting very, वो सो जाते हैं. There's a tingling feeling, and the nerves are getting affected. So, would you advise anything in that situation? Any precautions or any do's and don'ts for such patients?
Many. One is uh, so there are a couple of things available, such as they can also invest in the ergonomic mouse. So the
Okay.
neutral position of the wrist is not this, is this,
Okay.
right? So
Okay.
that's how the ergonomic mouse are. I mean, if you
Wow.
see, all are at this level. So आपको ऐसे scroll करना है, आपको ऐसे text उसको use करना है keyboard, I mean the
The
keys,
blood flow is like that, it's easier for
right?
them.
You're not putting pressure on your wrist, right?
Okay.
So this is one way. I mean, if
Okay.
they
That's a very
want
good
to,
insight. Thank you. I was not aware. I'm sure a lot of people are not aware about it.
yeah, not a people are also not aware, and so these mouse are not.
Cheap.
I mean, cheap. They're very expensive. Starts with 8,000 rupees.
Okay. But I think health is wealth. So EMI pe
Yeah,
le lo.
but
Yes.
हाँ, बट
Just
ऐसे तो
reduce.
इतने इससे कम की तो चेयर ले लेते हैं लोग, कौन माउस लेता है, राइट? सो दैट्स ऑल.
Yeah.
So again,
Yeah.
perception, right? Sen and number one, very important is your hand should not be at the edge of your table, so that it will hurt
Yeah.
your wrist.
Okay. So always
And
proper support.
हाँ, so one tip for girls, अगर कोई भी I mean कड़ा या कुछ बैंगल्स आप पहन रहे हो और वॉच, जस्ट I mean either remove, otherwise उसको ऊपर रख लो. और
Okay.
फॉर बॉयज अगर कोई कड़ा वड़ा है और मे बी स्ट्रैप और बैंड, just make sure this band should not be while using your mouse, otherwise it will hurt your compress your nerves and these arteries.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I think small, minute details really help us out in the long run.
Yeah, so these are the problems which people are having, na? And last but not the least, they can start with the some stretching exercise, which is namaste, and then just pull it downwards. You'll feel the stretch on your opposite side. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, ऐसे नमस्ते करो and
Yes.
then pull it down. You will feel the
Wow.
difference. You will feel the stretch, and again hold it for 10 seconds. So this will improve your blood flow.
Blood flow. Yeah. Wow. Cool. Thank you so much, doctor. I think it was such an interesting session with you.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much for your time. Dr. Das is also available for consultation. He's, just a text and a message away. So viewers, if you have any specific problems, do reach out to him. He's really very genuine and he, helps everybody
Thank
from his heart. And we would love to have a detailed session. We'll plan a session with you in the future where
you.
we will talk about a lot of more of these, topics in detail. Maybe we can have a close knit session on Zoom. So thank you so
Sure.
much for your time, and wish you good luck. And everybody, please maintain your postures, and please, please, please keep all the pointers in mind. Do note them down and put it in front of you कि ये हमें करना है,
Again,
because it will help you in the long run. Thank
yeah.
you so much. Good evening,
Take care.
everyone. Thank you, doctor.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye.